Yo. What's going on? Who's up in here? See, Jisms, I told you guys. What I'm gonna invite callers. I told you guys when I went out and met with Shaq and all them that I met Dana White. And he is involved. Where's everybody at? No alert went out. I know that, so that won't help. I know Ness isn't live, so no excuse. No excuse out that bitch. But, it's another cloudy, motherfucking rainy day over here in the tri-state. Gotta say tri-state now. What up, E-Rock? What up, E-Rizzles? How long until the lady of the chat comes in? And you know who I mean by that. You know who I mean by that. Little Miss Alberto. That's what I mean by that. He might cam up one day. Oh, you're on a roof right now? Banging it? Like actually banging it? Ugh. E-Rock. What, wifey's holding out? Ah, there he is. There he is. All you have to do is show yourself once, and then all this will stop. That's all you have to do. It's like, hey, it's me. I'm Alberto. I'm 15 or whatever. I'm maybe a little chubby, whatever it is, but I am a man, and they'll stop. What's up, Tone? Alberto, slide to pass me shingles, my guy. Damn. You ever do E-Rock, you ever do you install solar roofs? Solar, they're not roofs, but since it's a roof job, do you guys are ever contracted to install solar panels? Or is that just a whole different thing? You're just going to be mean to him, and you're going to make fun of him, and he doesn't know what you look like. It's not fair. E-Rock works hard, man. Works hard at work, works hard on the gym, at the gym, all that. That's a different trade. Okay. What up, Eric? What are shingles? I mean, shingles used to be like a viral disease that we got back in the day. Are shingles a roof thing? No, it's a rash. Shingles. Is there something to do with the roof? Now I'm looking it up. Oh yeah. Shingles are those little square joints. They call those shingles? I didn't know that. I just learned something new today. I had no idea you called those shingles. No idea. No, he doesn't. I didn't know that. I didn't know they were called shingles. What you want from me? I grew up in New York City. We don't have roofs. I mean, we do, but there's no shingles on them. They're all like flat. They're all flat and like, weird. That's the way that goes. You really think I'm lost in everything? I bet you if we played Jeopardy or any kind of a general knowledge game, I would smoke you like a sour diesel blunt. See how lost I'd be then. Just because I don't know what certain things are. You know what the difference between me and you and a lot of people is? I don't mind saying when I don't know something. A lot of people get too embarrassed. They think, oh, it makes me look dumb. No, the dumb person is the one who would rather look smart but stay actually dumb and not learn. And especially when I'm talking to somebody like E-Rock, who is a specialist in roofs, that's exactly the person I'm going to ask and talk to shingles about if I don't know what it means. I bet you didn't know what shingles meant, the viral fucking infection. So shut the fuck up. Nah, you ain't fighting Tank. Nope. Yeah, there's a lot of flat roof NYC. I follow this guy in New York who mainly works on flat. Yeah. Well, that's all there is. And they do something with tar. I know that because I've gone up on the roof to like chill or whatever as a kid, and it smelled like mad tar. So I don't know what they do with tar, but they use a lot of tar up there. I'll tell you that. Scrabble, that too. I'll blast you out the fucking sky like we was playing Duck Hunt. It's one of my lines. But facts on facts. Eric knows. Because he's a fucking, like Clarissa said, he's transgender. But they're little pieces of it, right? It's like little squares you put on one by one, I suppose. What do you use, tar to like stick them on? We don't even know if you're from Cali, Alberto. That's the problem. There's been no proof on your part of anything. All jokes aside, you do have a man's voice. So all we know is that you're probably a man, but we don't know how old, we don't know where, we don't know nothing. So come on. And you're not stupid, especially for I think you're younger. You're smart, but you are passive aggressive. That's what you are. And bitter. You seem bitter and passive aggressive at times. But what do I know? So Ness isn't live. That's good. Chicken Bomberto got tired of having a flat chest. Salute for getting the titty implants. What if he was really a tranny? He went on camera finally and there's this cleavage. He's like, hey guys, it's me, Alberto. These injections are really starting to kick in. I feel beautiful. Canelo fight. Yep. We saw it. What's good, people? Another day and another day and night. LA stands strong. We will prevail. We won't let federal government bend our will. Well, what's happening? I saw some shit, and this again, it's on purpose for. I don't watch the news on purpose. Ever since COVID, I stopped watching the news because the shit was just mad fucking stressful. Nah, man, I'm just saying. What if that's what happens when he pops on the camera finally? We're all like, oh, shit. And he's like, Ice, ice, baby, to go. Marches, riots, and uprising if we have to. We won't bend over. For what? What's the cause? What's the cause exactly? What is the cause? Why are you marching? I mean, what? Some civil rights shit? What's happening? I don't want to hear too much because, like I said, I don't really like hearing it. Just give me a Cliff Note version. Man, I feel like I've had a bad almost 10 years, but really bad 8 years. Oh, no, look, it could get worse. Like, thank God I have my health and my family's health. But it's been bad, man. I need some fucking good, like, some good fortune. I don't even know what ICE illegal raids are. I'm telling you guys, you will be. That's one area, politics, where I purposely turn a fucking blind eye to. I do not like. I feel for people going through shit, but I don't. I don't like politics. I don't understand it. This shit is out of control lately. Ever since COVID and George Floyd and all that, like people are just so, and the government with Trump and all everything is going wild right now in America. That's why inflation's bad. That's why other countries are doing so much better than us. They're looking at us like, look at these. We're the country that people will defect to. We're the country people will risk their lives. My mother risked her life to come to fucking America, right? And now those countries are looking at us like, they need to get their shit together. Like, that's how bad it's become here. Illegals that don't want to go home, but brandishing their flag of country they don't want to return to. So if they don't want to go home, why are they showing their why are they brandishing the flag if that's a country they don't want to go to? Just showing this is where we're from, maybe, even though we want to be American. Health is wealth is true. I wish Bailey, you in here? He's always very supportive. Mo too. Mo and Bailey can like read me and shit. Sometimes they'll be like, they'll send me a private message like, "Yo, you good?" And they could just tell that I'm like stressed out. LA is the mecca of Mexican. I know that. They won't come over here and think they can do whatever they want. This is our town. Oh, they're trying to deport all the Mexicans from LA. Is that what's happening? I mean, that's been happening for a minute. No, is it worse now? This is my home. This is our land. Marco Man Badger. Marco Ban Badger. I don't know what that means. Paid protesters. They're paid? Marco, you can't hurry. Marco, you can't hurry your head in the sand. Bury your head in the sand. One subscriber wants to share a bed with you. Huh? What? What you talking about? Share a bed with me. Who's burying? I'm the one fucking asking about it. I don't get that comment. I like it. What's wrong with Dana Pro? Dana's going to bring all the UFC eyeballs to us. The sport that does a billion times better in America than boxing does. So why not grab their viewership and bring them over? Once they see how dope boxing is, they won't keep fuck shit. We'll snatch them up. Raza. Obama has the highest number. I don't know. Watch Born in East LA. Okay. Damn. That's crazy. Really? This is primarily in California. Appreciate you, Mix. People don't know. I know what you're talking about. The short. Yeah. People don't know. Salute, Paisan. I'm not so Kamik. It was funny. We were just talking about this. I don't have one drop of Italian blood. I'm not Italian. My wife's Italian, therefore my kids, but not me. I know the name Marco throws you off, but remember, mine's with a KO. Italians and Hispanics, Marcos are all CO. If you ever see a KO, you got to know that they're Slavic. Generally, Croatian or Bulgarians. Generally. So I'm assuming that's why you call me Paisan. But let's keep going. And I'm from New York, but I'm not Italian. I'm hyped for Canelo versus Crawford. The latest footage of Crawford, he looks sharp. He's what, the one where he's just throwing shadow boxing in the ring? I mean, he looked okay. The one dread. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. The one dread is draining. It's so tight. That was kind of funny. See, Alberto could say some funny shit sometimes. I don't know what the fuck that means. Badger Wolf. Oh wait, is he? See, I'm telling you, I don't watch the news on purpose. He's like a correspondent, right, for like Fox or some shit. Those riots are stopping the freeways. Damn, it's getting bad. I did see a couple pictures of dudes. Wow, crazy. Sorry that any of you guys who have family going through that. I'm sorry, man. That's terrible. Wow. Alberto, chill, bro. Nobody racist. I'm just stating what's going on. Yes, it's happening, Marco. People getting deported from their jobs. It's crazy out here. You're in Cali too, Kamik? Or are you just talking about out here, like in general? Nah, it's all good. It's all good. And my mad people think I'm Italian. That's the number one thing people think I am. Besides bald. Romanian? I ain't no damn Romanian. Although Romania does border Bulgaria. Just like Diddy team got caught paying people $20 an hour to wear free Diddy t-shirts. Did they really? Wow. Did they really? That's a fact? What a fucking loser. Twin, the famous story in this community goes, I was at that event where I met Crawford and Canelo in person, right at the same time. They're right next to each other. And Bud's a bigger dude, and it really fucked my head up. I got to go 50-50. Oh, Badger Wolf. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the guy who said something that you got upset about. Okay. Wolf. Yeah, that's who I'm thinking. Because we're talking about. Okay. Yeah. All right. No, Wolf Blitzer is what I'm thinking about. Yeah. Is he still on TV? Alberto hands are softer than a baby's ass. No wonder, dude. Yeah, no, his hands are definitely soft. Like female soft. And they probably smell really good. You think he just put one fake dread? CJ, you didn't put one fake dread, did you? What up, Kevin? Kevin Lamar. That beautiful little, that's a girl or a boy? Hold on. I think it's a girl, but long hair. But some dudes let their kids have long hair. Let me zoom in. That's a girl. That's a fucking girl. Beautiful little daughter. Marco TOPBC on Tank's card. Where else is he going to go? What up, Michael? Like, where else is he going to go? Motherfucker just got booted. Oh, shit. Wavy. Could I say that word? I'm not going to say it, but if I said that word, would that be crossing the line? Let me ask everybody black in the chat. If I said that word, we would call white people that back in the day who were trying to be down too hard. Matter of fact, dudes who would use the N-word in New York, a lot of the white guys, not all of them, some, we'd call them that. Wavy, you're a black dude, I assume? Those in the protests. Show us a picture. I ain't saying shit. Nothing. Do you think Crawford's reach will be a key? Yes. I really think the biggest factor might be Canelo's chin. They say iron sharpens iron, right? But what cracks vibranium? Nothing. Can iron sharpens iron, but can iron crack vibranium? No. But can iron crack granite? Yes. Bud shit is granite. Canelo's is vibranium. That, I know I'm not going to say it, CJ. I'm not stupid. 1% got Canelo now. The Victor Conte is a little bit of pink. Ooh. Who got cancer? That sucks. Canelo versus Crawfish will be free. It may be. I told you guys when I went to meet them, this girl we were at the Rockefeller Center, right? We went up to the top of the Rockefeller, and this Asian girl Kind of cute, actually. But anyway, she got on the elevator with me going up, and she was like checking it. She's like, "Oh, I'm with Netflix," and she's like, and they didn't see her there. She's like, "Oh, it hasn't been announced yet, but Netflix is covering this." So I looked at her, I'm like, "Oh, I got the scoop," and she kind of laughed. So that's how I knew that Netflix was, and I told you guys all that, and it came to fruition. Canelo's chin, yeah, man. Now look, Bud can still win. Like, just because you don't dent the vibranium doesn't mean you're not gonna touch it. And all you have to do in boxing is touch it. You don't have to dent it. That sounds really gay, but you know what I'm saying. His legs. Canelo sleeping blood. Damn, Eric. Eric, let me ask you a question. Are you black or white? Because you got a very ambiguous fucking name. Gomez sounds Hispanic to me, but you got a black dude in your thing, but that's not you, right? You said that's some influencer, right? I think Canelo's going to get rocked. By the way, calls are open if everybody wants to chime in. See, nobody be calling in here. You guys complain about calling in, and nobody fucking calls in. And that's okay. I'm just saying. Don't say that I don't make it available. I think Canelo's going to get rocked, coming off balance and getting staggered a few times. Kevin, man, I don't know. Rocked? 6'1" to 175 Kovalev can't rock him. You think this guy's gonna rock him? I know. Bud is special, but come on now. He's just special genetically. He didn't get blasted with gamma rays or bit by a radioactive spider. Like, what you think he's gonna do here? I already said it, baby. I already did said that shit in March when I went to that event. Told you I was in the elevator with one of the executives. She was smiling at me and shit. I was like, I'm married, bitch. Chill. I was like, bitch, I'm married. Chill. Having barbecue next weekend. I'd love for El Pollo Bomberto. Man, CJ, all jokes aside, if I was like making that ESPN money, I would have flew out just to the barbecue. Fuck it. 2 nights. Fly out. Fuck it. I've never been to Northern California. She's home. I'll slap the shit out of her. I'm the man in this house, Berto. I'll say what I want. She listens to me. She shines my shoes and shuts her fucking mouth. Brother from another mother. I don't know what that means. You didn't answer what you are, but okay. All the Razzie going, Canelo. Eric, why is Dre? Who is that? Who's his profile picture? Wavy? Who is that? He told me once, but I forgot. I think it's who's Dre who? Yeah, nobody calls in. It's all you don't have to. It's all good. But if you guys want to call in, it's there. What up, cool? Oh boy. No, you got a cam in. Alberto has to cam in. And Clarissa needs to actually say more than one sentence. But at least her voice did. I thought she'd have more of like a monotone, like, because her sarcasm is very dry. You guys ever hear of a comic named Todd Barry? Or like, I thought she'd be more like, okay, Alberto, why don't you get your blah, blah, blah fixed? But she said that she was like screaming, her and her friend. Bud got rocked by Gamboa. Canelo put. Yeah, but, everybody gets rocked every now and then. Cool. I wouldn't take one instance. Neither of them get rocked much at all. Tia is adjustable. Nah, no. Yo, on the real, CJ? No. She runs shit. I'll fight back, but anybody you've been married to a white woman too, so I mean, actually not. It doesn't matter what women in general. But actually, probably black women or Hispanic women probably have even more stamina. Let me ask you guys a question. The black and Hispanics. Do your women, black Hispanic women, have the same stamina or more? Because white women, okay. In my experience, because I've fucked around with every race, right? I didn't have relationships with that many, though. You know, I was a player. But women have the stamina for arguing. That's the problem. We'll get like, yeah, well, you know, we'll run shit, but they'll still hold on to it. And, you know, we'll get our shit out. Our adrenaline rush will be done. We'll get out that testosterone burst. Then we'll be like, I want to watch some TV and eat a sandwich. They're still on that shit. That's how they win, because we just want some peace. Now, let me ask. Do you think all women are like that? Do you think specific races of women are even more vicious with the stamina of arguing? What you guys think? HLD, what up? Boricua. I love CNC. CNC Music Factoria. They got 2 dope fucking songs. Obviously, the first one, Gonna Make You Sweat. Then they had a newer one, just so dope. It's like the Puerto Rican anthem, it's called, or some shit. A YouTuber named Dre the Topic. Okay. Yeah, why is that your picture? Yeah, she sounded very girly. Who you think could be Tio's next opponent? I don't know, but we all know who we hope. Talking about bitches and shit. Hoes, bitches, chicken heads. We just chopping it up about the chicken heads, you know what I'm saying? But also got rocked by Mean Machine. No, he did not. Nope. I did a whole video on that. Cool. I'll pull it up right now. Mean Machine did rock him, yes, but did not drop him. He hit him with his shoulder, and that bumped him down. But he was rocked, yes. But Canelo got rocked by Cotto's brother, who was not known for being a puncher. Like, people get rocked sometimes. It happens. Until you cam up, Berto. Men are front runners when it comes to hell yeah. We got like it's like how we get down, and it's how we get down in the sheets too. We got a strong 3 to 5 minutes, then we're done. Like, yo, 3 to 5 minutes, I'm a champ. I'm a porn star. After that, I'm done. Same thing with arguing. We'll come in like, yeah, God, yeah, what? Oh, so you think an hour in, and we're just like, please just make it stop. And they'll be just ready to go. They do. That's a fact. I've been with too many black women, have the most stamina, second to Hispanic. Is true. So Hispanic women have the most stamina? Man, Gio, you're fucking 19. You got no experience. That's also your age. Women have more stamina at that age in general. But okay, you know what? My bad. I apologize. Let me not shit on your opinion. Yours is yours, even though you're young. I'm gonna take it in. But just it's gonna change as you get older. Remember that. I mean, I'll tell you right now, my wife will match any race, anybody, and she's white. So like, I think it's more based on the woman themselves. Because I've been with, as you guys know where I'm from, right? Melting pot. I've been with all kinds of shit. Straight black, mixed Indian, Chinese, all kinds of shit. And in my experience, it all depends on the woman. And maybe because I came from the city, they all came from like kind of rougher upbringings, and so they were all rougher. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. But yo, my wife didn't come from my wife came from the suburbs of Westchester, right? But she came up rough. She came up poor. She came up like it was rough. So it's not what it seems with her. So maybe the upbringing does matter. Black Latinas. That's what I just said. True. Thank you. Agreed. Yeah, like Italians too. Italian, when my wife is Italian. So maybe that's what Italian women will rival against anybody. Nah, chill. Tio ain't going to 54. But sisters got perpetual energy to argue. Don't stop. Like coming at T4, T1000. Yeah, we know you don't have the patience. That's been established from day one. You're out. Get on the camera. You can come in. Yeah, strong 3 to 5. Strong, though. What up, band up? Nah, man, 3 to 5, baby. All right. I hope so. That's what they were talking about. And Fury pump faked, yeah, I'll do it. And then he fucking retired. You know how he is. You just got to fuck the argument out of them. Yo, HLD, didn't HLD have kind of like Puerto Rican? He was kind of like Chicago Kills. He had that energy to him, just didn't say ignorant shit. He was like a Puerto Rican, less ignorant, way less ignorant version of Chicago, right? He had that like, I liked his energy. Black and Latinas top arguing champs. Why? What did I say that's racist? But okay.
Oh, that's racist.
But what did I say? Italian, yeah, man, they don't fuck around. Debate you on what? You're going to be like, oh, you're bald. He'll be like, oh, I don't know what you look like. Like, that doesn't. Yo, Marco, can you rate my pad work? Sure. Got you. Put it in. If Teo versus Fundora happened, I'm going with Teo. You guys hear that? My wife's wilding out. He always steps up when he's least expected. I heard Jewish women got a lot of moxie. Nah. I've had experience with them too. Nah. Why does the bum always threaten to leave like he has any leverage? Just leave. No one likes you. Can you shut the door for me? Everybody hears you talking about grass-fed milk. Tio going to PBC to fight the winner of Barrios Pacquiao. All right, let's peep on my man Gio to God. Gio to God. All right, let's see it. This is our community member. Gio to God. Oh, look how he named his shit. My speed is unmatched. Damn, kid. A little arrogant, huh? I like it, though. All right, let's start it afresh. All right, hold on. That's it? All right, so first off, congrats for having Teofimo holding those hand pads for you. I don't know how you got Teofimo in your house, but congrats on working with the former champ. Tell me that guy didn't look like Lopez. Let's see. Raw milk is very good, even though I haven't had it in a while. I love Jewish women. They're beautiful and American, even though I never dated one. I used to work in there. Yeah, okay. Well, I feel like I need my work hook feels. Damn. Yeah, this guy will fuck you up, Mamoon, but he's had like mad fights, I think. So I liked it. One thing I'll say, and you did it right a few times, but a couple times when you were doing it, you were winding, right? So when you were up, you were winding. You were going like boom, and hooking off the jab, just so everybody knows, is one of the hardest things to do. And you were doing it pretty smoothly and seamlessly. You were boom, and then you were winding. So I want to see you, instead of winding, bring it from here and just turn it. Bam. Look at the difference. This, bam. Right? So you do that, what are you doing? You're getting more shoulder snap. It's a faster punch. It comes shorter distance, point A to point B. And the most important thing, Gio, it's harder. because you're not wasting velocity and movement cranking it up. You're bringing it right in. Boom. So that's what I want to see you do. But you did do that a few times. And hooking off it, again, it's hard. Boom, bam. Boom, bam. So I could do it. But, you know. But I like it. You look good. You look good. Keep working. Keep working. Just ran out. School. You the man. Again, I don't want your fucking moms coming over trying to slap me if you get left back because you're watching the show. I know how those Bengali women be getting. Now, you look good, man. And by the way, you're a pretty motherfucker, too. Now, I don't mean that at all. Fruity. I'm just saying, marketable. You got a Ryan Garcia thing going on. Are you American, Mexican-American, or did you move from Mexico? Like, do you have an accent, or are you, like, straight American? Yeah, you're right. I need to keep it tighter. I'm always trying. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's better in every way. Add better in every way. Marco Reynoso. But it looked good. And you never told us how you got Teofimo in your house. Did you spar him? Damn. That dude was mad short. It's air. I'ma hit the Haney and Geo. What? What's this? What's this, Mamoon? Oh, it's Mamooner. You guys, I'm gonna play this, but you guys got to stop sending the greatest hits remixes. I want to see, like, when you guys see my bag work, it's straight, 1 minute straight. Anybody could grab 4 or 5 combinations from a whole workout and put it together and look nice. I want to see straight. Mamoon's is also a greatest hits remix, but fuck it. Oh, he named it me. Very nice. All right, here we go. This is our buddy, the Mamooner. Yeah. Oh, I didn't like that straight right, or straight left, I should say. No, now you're back to conventional. Way less power in conventional for some reason. I don't get why. All right. Bag work looked good, Mamoon, but when you're shadow boxing, you're not snapping your shoulder. You're kind of going, See, I'm even snapping it more. Snap. Look at this. Snap, 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 snap. You were kind of like just the shadow boxing. The bag work, you look good. You were snapping the shoulder in the bag work, but even when you shadow box, snap the shoulder. Boom, turn it over. Boom, turn it over. Uppercut, snap. You feel that snap up here. You see how I'm shifting my weight and I'm snapping my shoulder. And I could do that from just a short, boom, distance. So work on that. Marco Reynoso. I'm a fat Mexican dude. Cool, thanks. Mamoon, you can't fuck with Mexican warrior. Alberto, Mamoon would beat the shit out of you. Like, and you're the same age, so it wouldn't even be assault. Like, my homie Teofimo hold mitts for me, and both my parents came from Mexico. I'm first generation. Dope. Also, yeah, hopefully promoters drop the bag after I start stopping people. I got looks. You do, man. You're a pretty motherfucker. And you're mad tall, right? Aren't you like 5'10"? You fight at featherweight or some shit? Yeah, Mamoon will fuck you up. He'll fuck you up just off his Patterson fucking blood alone. That Patterson, New Jersey blood in him. That'll fuck you up anyway. Look who it is, people. It is the man, the myth, the legend, CJ. Oh, no, this is Chicken Bumberto. Hey, Alberto.
Órale, Holmes. How's it going, Marco?
What's up, Alberto? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just sitting here being broke as fuck. Vlogs. He offered me a job making more money than I ever seen in my life, but I'd rather sit on my ass and be racist on the internet. That's my passion, really. My passion in life is just to talk shit about black people. That's what I'm doing, man, all day, every day. You ain't gotta ask. You already know, man.
Yo, why you sound like Richie from La Bamba?
That's just how I talk. Being racist to me now, Marco. You being racist.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Alberto. Alberto, so are you a woman? Let's put this to rest.
That's it's a complicated question, because I am transitioning. Like, I got the titties put in last week, but they have not cut my dick off yet, so I'm waiting for that. I'm patiently waiting to get castrated.
Well, what do you what do you think about CJ?
Oh man, he's such a bum. I mean, he didn't wear his retainer when he was 13, so I just bring up that he has a gap in his teeth, and that's really all I got. I stalked him and his mother, his elderly sick mother, because I have no morals. I'm not a man. That's why I got transitioned. I realized I can never be the man I was meant to be, so I might as well be a woman, be the best woman I can be. And then maybe, Marco, you will take me up on my offer to share a room in Vegas. It's my dream. That's why I
Ew,
follow you.
Alberto, that's gross. I
Hey man,
don't want
I'm finally speaking my truth. I'm finally comfortable enough. I'll never cam up. I do not have that confidence, but I am comfortable enough to speak my truth now. It's it. So that's where we at with it.
Okay, okay.
And as far as CJ, to expound on that, yes, I say I want to debate him, but I will not talk boxing or anything. I will just talk shit about his appearance a little, make up shit like he has one dreadlock, even though you can see when he does cam up, because he is a man. He has courage, so he will show himself on camera, and you can see that most of the shit I say about him is totally fabricated. But when he disses me, like that I'm broke, I'll say he's homeless, right? But then he dropped hundreds of dollars on the channel, so that doesn't really make sense. So I just, I have to fabricate and make up shit. I'm just very insecure myself. So hope you guys have a little bit of patience for me and forgive me for just being a little bitch. But at least I'm making the outside match how I feel inside. So I
Let
will
me
live as a woman from now on.
let me ask you one last thing. What do you think about Johnny?
Johnny, I love Johnny. Anyone who's Latino, I just support them more. I don't support them financially, of course. I will never drop a cash app or nothing like that. But as far as just swinging from his nuts, I love any Latino boxing content creator, because I am that racist. It's pretty transparent when you think about it. Everything I say is about La Raza and how I hate slick back fighters. I mean, it is what it is.
Uh, okay.
Hey, thanks for having me up, Johnny. Thanks for letting me speak my truth. You guys donate to my GoFundMe, because for the pussy reassignment surgery, I need a few thousand more dollars. So please, I will never support anyone else, but support me. I am a selfish piece of shit. And with that, I'm out.
Okay. Goodbye, Richie from La Bamba. Yo, that was. I'm sorry, Alberto. That was funny though. That was funny. No, you don't sound like that, but that was funny. He might have a career in imitating people. Superman, what up, blood? Where you been? I just thought about you the other day. Not, thought about you, not like that. Just like you hadn't been in. I miss my. We need more New York dudes in here. These fucking California guys are coming in heavy. Almost all the regulars are California, except for Yayin, who's stuck somewhere in Nebraska, or wherever the fuck he's from. Whew. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny, right, Adrian? Ooh, okay. Mexicans do not donate your money. What? You just don't talk? You be too busy inspecting? I'm gonna be Thursday, I'm gonna be there. I'm going to the press conference too. I got some business to take care of at night in Brooklyn. But before that, I'm gonna go to the press conference, the Hitchinson versus Cambosa's press conference at the Garden. I'll be there. You're not? Where you at, Dave? Oh, on a TV network. That's fucked up. So you just don't even watch. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll be on tonight. Last night, me and the wife started watching. You guys ever watch this show, Running Point? Goldie Hawn's daughter, Kate Hudson. It's about a basketball team, fictitious California Waves, which is supposed to be the Lakers, basically. Now that's how you cook chicken bomberto, 5-star restaurant shit. Stay wave, dude is a oh, see? Oh, you're in AZ. Yeah, we talked about this. I just forgot. Florida. I'd love to be in Florida right now. That's the goal, man. Goal is get a little older and retire to the nice weather. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I actually really like Alex. All jokes aside, he has proven to me a couple different times he's a good person. And he's funny, too. Facts over fabrication. Chicken bomberto. CJ, you ever watch La Bamba? I mean, that was... I remember thinking all Mexicans in California talk that way after watch. Because I'm 10, 11 when La Bamba comes out. I'm like, is that how they all talk there? Like, that's the first time I heard the whole, like, Orale Holmes and all that stuff. I never heard that before. Florida, the Philippines. Your money will probably stretch way better in the Philippines. PA. How is Whoa, Mamoon. That's so fucking random. How is PA nice? Explain to me, please. Yeah, it's a dope movie. I remember feeling like I remember it was sad when they got the fight and then he died. He ripped the thing off him. Yo, Mark, I'm 5'11". Yeah, you're my height. God damn. 125. Good Lord. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, but you look mad skinny. I bet you're going to put on at least 20, 30. You might end up a fucking 150, 154. You might end up a junior middleweight when all is said and done. I can't imagine you not putting on 30 pounds. Because what are you, like, how old are you? 18, 19? Some shit like that? I'm out. Mark, you condone racism. Me? I'm racist. My pops has a house out there by the woods, so calm and nice, escape reality. Yeah, I get that. But living there and going away on a weekend every now and then are totally different things. You're a funny MF, Marco. I noticed you only have a problem with the chat is racist towards blacks, but let all blacks be racist as fuck. Nah, man. I don't know. Nobody should be racist. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't condone any racism. And I feel like saying blacks is racist, by the way. Shout out to Gio for really throwing hands. Yeah, he's nice with it. He like how Celestino Caballero. Who the fuck is that? I don't know that name. Why is the fucking chat so small today? Nobody else is on. Strange. This is weird. Sometimes they'll be 50, 60. Sometimes they'll be like this. It's very weird. Unpredictable. I know my alert didn't go out. I know that. So that's a problem. Matter of fact, let me see something. I might be able to send this alert by starting this other stream. Well, I'm not going to really start it, but I'm going to kind of start it. Let's see. Enter studio. Go live. Let's see what happens. I'll give it a minute and I'll bounce out. All right. That's right. Call us gods. Being this small featherweight at this age, I can move up to 150, 160 eventually. That's what I'm thinking. That was a targeted shot, not against Latinos as a whole. My best homie Salvador is Mexican. Word up. Thanks, CJ. Look his shit up, bro. He's the second tallest featherweight champion in history. Damn, okay. I will. Pointing out colors in a non-aggressive way is not racism. I'm brown, as MF shouldn't offend. Yeah, I don't know what Robert was talking about, but Mark Hatch, what up? Reckon Fury gets knocked out Glassjaw AJ easily. I don't know, Mark. We thought Fury would fuck up Ngannou easily, and that didn't happen. I thought at least he'd be way too big for Usyk. That didn't happen, so you never know. And I was a Fury fan. I was going for Fury. I got a little disappointed, you know? Yeah, no? All right. But Chicago, keep it fucking, don't go wild. What's up?
Yo, what's up, Marquis?
What's going on?
You know, gangsta ass Chicago's up in here. Little bitch ass CJ scared of me. Why is he picking on little Bomberto? But he don't want to say nothing about me. He's scared of me, bro. When he sees my name, when he sees anything I say in the comments, he shits himself like a little gappy tooth bum. He's just a little, hey, Bomberto, don't even worry about that little gap tooth, bro. He's just a little blue collared bum who ain't really making no money, spends all his money on super chats. So you could think he got money. But look, bro, what's the topic? Haney versus Teofimo? Because I thought that was out the door. And
Well,
what's his name? Tank Teo's not with PBC.
we're trying to see what's happening with Teo now. Who's he fighting?
Look, bro, I'm telling you, even though Teo was in his racist bag, nobody really cared about that. And nobody cares about that. People just want to see him fight because he got skill. So the word on the boxing streets is that Teo is gonna sign with PBC. He ain't messing with Turk, even though Turk was giving him a big bag. Teo's gonna starve out the Haneys. Cause nobody wants to see Haney fight anymore, bro. Ever since that little lame fight that he had with what's his name, Ramirez, nobody wants to see Teo. Nobody wants to see Haney fight. Everybody, he's just a boring fighter. He's a scared fighter. He's shot. Ryan beat his ass, even though Ryan was on steroids. Ryan beat him up, and you can't take away that beating. So,
Nope.
too bad for Devin. And I think Teo versus Tank is the fight to make. I don't know what's up with Tank fighting Roach. Roach is talking about moving up to 140. But that's some big news though, bro. Teo going with PBC is a good move. That's a big money move. They got big fighters over there. They got good fighters. Who they got? They got Boots over there. They got Tank over there. That's a good move. One of my favorite fighters is Blair Cobbs. I like Blair Cobbs.
Me too.
I think someone needs to pick his ass up and give him a fight, man, because Blair Cobbs is good for boxing, TV, and good for podcasts and streamers and all of it. He's just got a good brand.
Yeah. I think Blair Cobbs could possibly beat all of them too. That's a problem with him. He's very risky but not that high of a reward financially, I feel like, so people will stay away from him.
I was high on Blair Cobbs, but then when he lost to Rocha, man, that shit broke my heart. And I don't really like Rocha. He's too politically correct. He's too nice. He's too humble. I hate fighters that are nice and humble and all that BS. I like Cobbs. I want to see him fight Boots because that's a big East Coast Philadelphia fight. They're both from Philly. I would like that fight. That should be on the table. I would like Cobbs to fight Norman. But yeah, man, some big news. There were some good fights over the weekend.
Yeah.
Bud is a drunk now. He's in the club. He's drunk. I don't think he's gonna do good against Canelo. Canelo's been in the gym. He's been training. Canelo wants to make a statement against Bud. I think he's gonna hurt him. I think Bud is taking on too much, more than what he could chew.
Yeah.
I thought Bud was married. All of a sudden, he's single. and it came, abruptly because Tank call his BM a fat woman or something.
Somebody was it Tank who did it? No, wasn't it Tio? Somebody called her fat. I forget who it was.
No, I think it was Tank.
It was Tank?
Yeah. And now all of a sudden Bud's single. He ain't never been married. He got all these kids. I mean, he's like the typical black guy, breaking up with his BM, got all these kids,
Oh,
leaving
boy.
them. You know what I mean? The
Oh, boy.
typical African American shit. The world got black fatigue. Everybody's tired of people like CJ. You know what I mean? People are just tired of that. People don't want to deal with it. It's going down in LA. The Mexicans are going crazy in LA. Mexicans ain't like blacks, bro. They fucking fight for what's right. They ain't gonna back down. They ain't gonna let nobody put them in chains. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna fight. Black people just roll over and die, bro. And
Well,
that's the truth. That's
let's
history right there, Marky
let's
Mark and
keep
the
it
Funky
boxing. Let's keep it
Bud.
boxing.
Hey, what's up, CJ? Don't be a little gappy tooth bitch. And if you're gonna be a gappy tooth bitch, CJ, I'm gonna go fuck your mother.
Oh
I'm
boy.
out,
Okay.
baby.
Yeah,
Holla.
you are. You are. Oh goodness. Well, that went left. This fucking guy. This guy's out of his mind. All right. All right. Yeah, Clarissa. It started boxing, and then at the very end slipped in some racism. So we removed it. Who was this bigot? That's Chicago Kills. I was low-key rock with him? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, well, he was like boxing and Bud and blah, and then he just jumped into, I don't even know how that transitioned that way. This dude acts like a black dude banged his girl. Maybe. That was Chicago. Yeah, he had good points on the fighting, but not the other shit. Jesus. Alberto's uncle. Maybe. I mean, maybe. We don't know where they're from. Damn. Ain't that something? Greg, we need to hop on and interview him. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Anytime. You got my number. You got my number, Greg. You got my number. Let me know. I'm down. I'm around today. Yeah, mostly. I know his boxing takes were good, and then he started fucking. That dude went left like a southpaw, quick. That's the thing with Chicago. He's actually a smart dude. He just fucking wiles out sometimes. That's not Greg? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I guess it's not Greg. All right. Okay. I know it's not Greg now because he said that. Shout out. Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on. I was just saying, there was like 15 people in here. I'm like, the fuck's going on? Oh, boy. Clarissa, when are we going to hear from the Queen? What's up, David?
Am I coming across good?
Yes, you are.
All right,
Clean.
man. Shit, I tried last time and the service around here at my job is just terrible.
No good?
But yeah, what you think of the news? The PVC move for the racist podster over here.
I mean, where else is he going to go? You know, he burned the Turkey bridge, so what other choice would there be, right?
I was thinking maybe he would go with Oscar.
Okay.
I mean, it seems like two crazy ass dudes.
Yeah,
Make
no,
something happen.
that's not bad. Yeah, but I mean, it didn't happen. That's not a bad idea. Maybe Oscar didn't want to fuck with him.
I think he has has quite a few 140 pounders.
Mm.
I know Oscar Duarte is there.
Oh yeah.
That'd be a good fight for him. I think someone that comes forward. Tio is more of a boxer.
Mm.
He actually shines better when someone's coming at him. That's what I think.
Yeah. I mean, man, I'm really curious what this guy did, Tio. Like, what caused that split? Was it just the racist shit that he said? Because he said racist shit. He's been saying it. You think it was the backlash of him when he said the whole liquor thing? Or, I mean, I'm curious what caused it.
I honestly think he did not want to fight Devin Haney, and where the standoff came, I mean, to me, it just seems like they probably just told him it's take it or leave it. Doesn't seem like Boots is interested in fighting him, so
Hmm.
he had to go into different options. I don't think the racist stuff had a lot to do with it. Honestly, I think that Turkey's a person of just kind of like, okay, and then he moves on. We did see the Canelo thing where he was mocking him about the holding hands and them going back and forth, and
Mm-hmm.
now you see he's very willing to do. Now Canelo's saying that he's going to retire with Turkey, so I don't think that had much to do with it as far as Tio. I just honestly, I think it's just he does not want to fight Devin Haney.
You really think he's that scared of Devin Haney that he
Uh,
would ruin a 3-fight, like whatever? I mean, because he was being, it was I think he was on Akin Barak's show, and he mentioned he got the 3-fight deal, and it was like 30 mil, like he's going to lose $30 million because he's scared to fight Devin Haney. You really think that?
I think so. I mean, if you look at, you know, and Lowe's knows boxing's probably the only guy that will deny this, but he looked really bad with Sandor Martin, and then he looked pretty off as well with Jermaine Ortiz, and I don't think neither of those two dudes are in the Devin Haney level. So I think that he might not be as confident going against him, regardless of how Devin Haney might look. We don't know just from this sample size of this Ramirez fight. I think that he probably doesn't feel sure about winning that fight, and him losing to Devin Haney does do a lot of damage. At least I think to Tio's ego. So I don't know.
Hmm.
I just, and to me that's how it looks. It looks like he just chose to go a different path.
I don't know, man. Haney just came off of getting fucked up by Ryan, even though he was on steroids, and then looking, I don't want to say not scared, but not looking good against, like, his last 2 fights, in my opinion, wouldn't scare somebody. If anything, it would make them be like, okay, I got this. But
You might be right. You might be right. I've been seeing that some people have been saying that Gary Antoine Russell would be a much more difficult fight, but I think that Tio actually enjoys people coming at him.
he
That
does.
that boxing, that he has that leg movement. I just think that's what makes him shine. So I
That's
don't
true.
think I don't think he'd be ducking Russell, or if anything, I think I could see that Dominican guy. What's his name? Oh man,
De Los Santos.
no. He's fighting. Oh man, what's the name of this guy?
You don't know,
He
Sid?
he beat he beat Russell.
Somebody in the chat. I don't know who. I don't know who you're talking about. There's only like only 2 or 3 like Dominican fighters that are like at that
Right.
level.
Yeah, he's a champion at 140.
Puello.
Puello, yes, Puello.
Puello. Excuse me.
Yes, Puello. I
Hmm.
think Puello would actually be a much more. I think he's hoping that guy loses because they're all on PVC, right?
Hmm.
Um. So I could kind of see that move. Like I said, I was expecting maybe Golden Boy, but you never know with this guy. He might be trolling.
He might be. Keyshawn
Yeah.
versus one of our guys. Your life is good. Keyshawn versus Tio. I'd like to see that because now they got that history. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. And I think honestly, I think Tio schools Keyshawn. I think Keyshawn is just, I don't know.
I would have to lean towards Tio as well, but who the fuck knows? Because sometimes we don't get a Tio that's focused or that maybe doesn't have who's impaired. But Keyshawn he's also like it sucks. That's the main thing. Besides the fact that some people lost money, like our dude Mo Brains going out there. The worst part of it
Right.
was like we didn't. That would have been a real test.
Right.
And now we don't know.
Yeah, I honestly think Keyshawn could still make weight at 135. He looked very unbothered.
I was telling everybody like history only would make him think the other guy will take the fight. So I'll, whatever the contract, I'll have to pay him 100,000, whatever it is, but he'll take it because 9 out of 10 dudes take the fight regardless of the missing weight. So I think he was more blindsided, like, oh shit, this guy didn't. Like he opted to cancel. You know what I mean? Because when was the last time? Can you think of a last time? Anybody in the chat where a relatively big fight was canceled because somebody came in overweight and they said no? I can't think of one. Can you?
I mean, the only one right now that I could think of is that Castillo Corrales 3 that never happened because of the weight.
But they didn't sign. I'm talking about it's signed. They're weighing in, and then after they weigh in and miss it, the other guy says, nah. I can't think of the last. Somebody gave me one example. If anybody in the chat, like, when was the last time a fight was canceled? When the fighter who made weight took the option to cancel because his opponent came in overweight. They almost never do that. And so I think Keyshawn was more shocked that, you know what I mean? So
yes. Yeah, especially in the circumstances of what it was, that it was literally a homecoming. It was his first title defense. So I think, man, that must have set something of kind of like a standard, because I really can't think of anything. I heard that that Keyshawn, I don't know if you saw this, but in the weigh-in, Samson tried to reach for his hand, and Keyshawn smacked off his hand.
Why did he try and reach for his hand?
He was trying to get them together after he had missed weight, and I heard that Keyshawn took it as like Samson trying to rub some cream on him, that tank shit with Bernard, and that was the reason why he smacked it. But Samson got so upset from that, took it as a sign of disrespect, that said, okay, you give me another reason to not fuck with you, I'm gonna fuck up your event and still get my fighter paid.
Right.
So yeah, that whole thing was a mess. Then the fight on backstage is just such a bad look.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it does. That whole the cliche, all publicity is good publicity. I think it does make people more excited to see Keyshawn. Some of them it makes like. I wasn't disgusted. I didn't think it was that bad. I was disgusted when I thought that they jumped him. If that would have been the case, I'd been like, that's fucking crazy. But yeah, it is unprofessional. Like, why are you even going into the dude's locker room? Like, for what?
Right. And you could see that whole thing of like the aftermath of the fight being canceled was not really in tune with the team, because didn't Bomac and Bud Crawford go into this guy's locker room apologizing?
That's what he says.
While Keyshawn was still trying to fight on the tunnel. So, man, I don't know what's going on with the guy, but maybe he does get a little more publicity. Who knows? In this world.
Yeah.
But all right, Marco, I'll let you go. Let someone else hop on. And
hey, what part of Arizona are you from again?
I live in Anthem, but it's practically Phoenix.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. As you know, I
Yeah.
spent 2.5 years in Tucson.
Fuck Tucson.
Yeah. Tell me about it. When I went to Phoenix, I was like, Jesus, like this
Yeah.
Phoenix is nice.
Yeah, whole different world. Just don't go to Southside Phoenix
Oh. Yeah.
or Maryville, where Two Tone's from.
Oh, is it a shithole?
Oh, yes, it's a shithole.
Is it? Is it like?
Yeah. It's very different.
Is it just poor? Is there crime? What's it like?
It's a lot of crime. It's very ghetto. It's very populated with drug related stuff, and you got homeless everywhere. People trying to rub on you, and
What do you mean rub on you?
oh, they'll just it's so heavily populated out there. It's just like literally will run up on you and try to get money from you. It's a whole different world.
Okay. Well, I
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah,
that. So Tone's a little gangster then. I thought.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm thinking
Tone,
Phoenix is nice houses and
no, it's
suburbs.
yeah, it's like everything. I guess a lot of big cities will have their places where it's bad, and South Phoenix and he's more on the west side of Phoenix, sort of by Glendale, but it's kind of off.
Right.
Yeah, that place is it's very populated with Latinos, African Americans, so we're a little more wild than your typical white boy. So yeah, I'm more north.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know rub on you meant to rob you. That's what Yayins. I'd never heard that one before. Rub.
Oh,
that
yeah.
sounded like some assault shit to me.
Yeah,
Sexual assault.
Oh yeah, no, it's crazy out here. Yeah. And when it's 115 out here by 8 p.m., people get a little more irritated.
That makes sense. I used to be irritated. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's hot.
All right, brother.
But I'll let you go. All right, Marco.
All right, peace. Good old David Garcia, the man who was rubbed on by his ex-girlfriend once. She tried to Lorena Bobbitt his ass. Ness was trying to say Tone was from the... I thought he was from the burbs, too. I didn't know Maryville is a shithole. Now we know. See? This is what I'm saying. This is why I love talking to people from all parts of the fucking country and the world. You always learn something. Phoenix got the hose. That's very deep. You should put that on a Hallmark card. Phoenix got the hose. Just a big picture of a twerk. Dos Santos said they offered Abdullah Mason to fill in for Keyshawn. Oh, really? I don't blame him. Actually, no. Yeah, see, something like that, it's like maybe he should have taken it, but then maybe he shouldn't have, because when you make your first impression like that to the world, you want to be prepared. Dalton Smith should be brought up. He's 142. Okay. Yeah, he's good. I've been to Mesa. Verified shithole. Albright sang the national anthem before the fight and beat Davis. Yeah, I heard he's not a bad singer. I saw a clip of him on his live spitting some tunes. I live near Russia. Where Mark Hatch? That is the whitest American name I've ever heard in my life. Well, it could be black, I guess, but American is the point. Where do you live, Mark? I mean, you can be from the hood and not be a gangster. No. Everybody from the hood's a gangster. Yeah, that's what the news tells me. Yeah, I fucking know that. Thank you. Oh, because I said he's gangster. I didn't mean literal gangster. Gangster means, oh, Jesus Christ. When you're from the hood, you got a gangster mentality. Not literally fucking selling, slanging rocks and robbing people. The mentality that you have in the hood. You wouldn't know that because you grew up on a farm. So you have a farm mentality, which is fine. You can milk, you will milk, you can squeeze teats in record time. Yayan, I know you could fill that bucket up quick with premium petrol milk. That's cool. Not everybody on a farm is a farmer. I get it. Yo, Marco, haven't followed you for too long. Why'd you retire? I mean, I'm 48, man. We're talking retirement happened a long time. Because I didn't have the drive to stick with boxing as efficiently as I needed to. I'd be in it, then be out. You know, I'd want to do it, wouldn't want to do it, back, forth, back, forth and forth, like my girl Aaliyah. I got my hotel booked for Canelo Crawford. You know, Mo is a fucking hardcore boxing fan. Adrian, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to explain. Haney better stay away from boots. That's a fucking fact and a half, RL. He's yo, his wrist, Yayan's wrist is mad strong because you know how strong your wrists get from pumping the teats. Yayan's no joke. That motherfucker will fill a barrel in 3 minutes. He doesn't play around. I'm sorry, Yayan. It's just funny to me. I definitely live in the hood. I'm just a family man. Work full time and watch boxing just about every day. We had that one dude, remember, who came in here, who lives in like one of the shittiest parts of Brooklyn. He was in here recently, and he was saying how he has condos and it's reduced rent or whatever. Yeah, you could live in the hood and not be a. I'm a good example. I wasn't a gangster by any means. I did shit. Like, I mean, I sold drugs. I did things. I guess I could be a gangster technically, but also I could be considered not one. I didn't fuck with guns ever. Mason is ready, but he needs to be prepared for. Yeah, that's true. No, yeah, don't go. I was just joking. Come on. Hey, you fuck with me all the time. You should be able to take it. Come on, that was funny. You got to admit that was kind of funny. We all know you don't really squeeze teats. I don't think you do. He's not. I think he has a way thicker skin than that. Do you think Vegas missed Canelo in May? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. That's his shit, man. He runs May. Cinco de Mayo style. I think you had the ideal. Nah. I only had one actual sanctioned fight. That's... Nah. I sometimes I wish I would have done a little more, but whatever. I favor De Los Santos over Mason as of right now. Chill. On paper, you probably should, but I think Mason is so talented. He's not leaving. Ryan, the more Marco insults, the more he loves you. That's a fact. And Yayan insults me too, by the way. Calls me bald and old, and he says I have the comprehension of like a screwdriver. Hands were guns. Word. Word up. Word up. Yeah, I agree. Mason's still learning. He gets hit with left hooks. Give him a couple more. You know who also got dropped by mad left hooks? Tito Trinidad. De La Hoya. Come on, man. It happens. It doesn't make somebody whack. West overalls. Dipset. Mason is still green. Yeah, he is green. That dude is green as the Hulk's shit. Yay! He didn't leave us. Our trusty old Yayan. I'll be more cautious of quiet farmer versus loud-ass gangster. Thank you, Daisy. Daisy, where are you from again? I want to say, is it California? Or like Texas? One of those two, I believe. They say DLS walks around almost 200 pounds. Nah, no fucking way. 200? No way. I hate how boxing fans overlook experienced, most valuable thing a boxer can have. That's a fact. That's a fact, Mo. Yeah, they have to fix that with Mason. He has everything else. DLS has a small frame. There's no way he walks around 200 pounds. I don't believe it. Trinidad definitely got dropped. Mad left hooks. That was like kryptonite for him. For some reason, it was always a left hook. But what did he do? He got up and machine gunned people. Everything else is good. Yeah, Yan gets upset that is his Italian side. I don't think he said he was Italian. I don't think he's Italian. I think he said he was. Was it Italian? I forgot what the white was exactly. Oh, Chi-Town. All right. Tito was different. Do you think Tito would walk through? Well, let's see. He was a welterweight, right? Who could fuck with Tito Trinidad? Let's do the last 10 years, right? Who could fuck with Tito Trinidad? What welterweight? Bud? Maybe. Porter, Errol, Thurman, Danny Garcia. What do we think? I'm only black. Oh, Jesus Christ. You see how hard you make it for me not to make fun of you, Yayan? Stop with the Broner. Do you really think, you don't really think Broner would beat Trinidad, do you? I think you're just trolling. Nah, you're too smart. No way. Prime Thurman beats Trinidad? Life is good. Let me ask you a question. Actually, more of a statement.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
What's up, Michael Angelo? Maybe Bud, yes. Maybe Bud, I agree with. But the other guys? Trinidad? You don't know enough about Tito? He only has one loss, and it was to Bernard Hopkins, who was a light heavyweight. They fought at 160. So Tito Trinidad fought 2 divisions out of his natural weight class and fought a dude who came 2 divisions down and was way taller and way bigger. That's his only loss. Now, some people think De La Hoya should have beat him, but so that gives you an idea of his record. No, and he fought everybody. He got dropped a bunch of times, but it was always flashed. He was never hurt. He was never hurt. Nah, Spence can't fuck with. See? Now, a lot of us, including myself, shit on Spence because his biggest fight of his life against Bud, he got mopped. He got mopped, wiped all over the floor like mopping glow. Pacquiao Trinidad. Ooh, that's nasty. That's nasty right there. I don't know. I would have to say Pacquiao. One thing about Tito was he was very one-dimensional. He had a lot of power, and he kept coming forward. But if you could stay away from him, De La Hoya proved this. And if you had the reach where you could hit him and be in that, mastering range like Pythagoras, hitting him, staying away, you'll beat him. But when you stand in front of him, then there's a problem. Tito would be very competitive with today's welterweights. Hell yeah. 19, Jesus. Now, again, I think De La Hoya should have beat him. But De La Hoya, to me, is top 5 greatest welterweights who ever lived at 47. He'll give him issues, but I don't think he beats him. Prime Thurman couldn't beat a wash Pac-Man. No chance against Trinidad. Most def a question leading AF though, like, when's the last time you beat your wife? Huh? Nah, Trinidad's too, because Spence comes right at you. So that'll be served on a platter. Spence was a great fighter. He was just too one-dimensional. Agreed. So was Trinidad, though. Trinidad just hit harder. See, Spence needed to chop you down. Trinidad could take you out with one shot. That was the difference. Yeah, he was young. No, you're right. Winky Wright beat the shit out of Trinidad Tito. So that's another loss. He has 2 losses. My bad. Yep, you just reminded me. Let me just brush up on it. I'm pretty sure he has 2 losses. 3. My bad. 3. Roy. Okay. Winky Wright beat the shit out of him, and then Roy. Both and Bernard. Okay, so all three guys. Winky Wright was 54-pounder, really a middleweight. Bigger guys. Roy, of course, way bigger. And Barnard Hopkins, way bigger. So he has 3 losses. And the Roy one, he was old and already retired. Winky, he was old and retired. Hopkins was probably the only loss in his prime. But I think De La Hoya should have been a loss. Yeah, if De La Hoya would have just kept doing what he was doing, he would have easily won. Yeah, I just went over that. Yeah, Winky's the guy, but Winky was one of those guys, like he caught these dudes at about 154, I believe. He was bigger than him when he beat Shane Mosley. I don't know if that was at 154, but I guess I got to wait to address Chicago, but I'll do it intellectually, not like a foaming at the mouth racist. Yeah, I don't think I want any more racist banter from anybody today. It's not a good look for us. Floyd versus Tito. Floyd. Tito's too one-dimensional. Ah, gotcha. All 3 losses against naturally bigger fighters. Yep. Except De La Hoya, who is his size. Wilfredo Vasquez beat the shit out of Winky. Then Sweet Pea schooled Vasquez. Yeah, Joe. That's a fact. Yeah, Winky beat Mosley. Yeah, twice, I believe. Oh, thanks. So, cheers. Rolly beats Trinidad. Okay, Gasper. Thank you for the trolling. And yo, Robert, what's going on with you today, man? You are on fire. That pissed you off? CJ's Mexican impersonation pissed you off? I mean, there's a fine line between comedy and racism. I took it more as comedy, but if you took it as racism and you're Mexican, that's, you know, that's your prerogative, that's your right. Tito versus Martinez, too big. Martinez was a natural middleweight, yeah, and Tito was not. Oh, Julio Cesar Vasquez. Floyd versus Tito would have been a clinic. Yeah, I agree. Ooh. Hearns. Actually, I don't know. Because Hearns doesn't get up sometimes. Tito always gets up. But Hearns is also bigger and bigger. Tito's about 5'10". Hearns was 6'1". I think Hearns was faster too. I got to lean with Hearns. I think Hearns. Demetrius Andrade, a.k.a. Boo Boo, is a legend. He beat everyone Canelo beat. You must be from Boston. But nah, Boo Boo's a great fighter. Hearns. Because don't forget, Hearns comfortably fought at light heavyweight. Like that dude, so meaning when he was at those lighter weights, it was like, talk about weight bullying. Like it just wasn't fair. It's very racist. Okay, well, there it is. CJ, they think it was racist. Hearns versus Spence. It's Hearns. Nah, most serious. Sergio fought at 47 and 54. Did he? How many fights? Like, because every fighter starts lighter, but then they fight the bulk of their career at their actual natural weight. Clarissa, please don't start that. You're going to get him going. Boots versus Trinidad fight. That's tough to say, man, because, you know, Boots is still active. We've yet to see him fight somebody at that level. That's true. No, that's true. Mo, that is true. I guess it's all about, is it comedy But you're right. CJ's annoyed at Alberto. So I guess it is. I don't know. There's a fine line between comedy and racism. That's true. If they didn't have bad blood between them, you wouldn't think it's racist, right? But the fact that they do, right? That's what makes it worse, I believe. They're just because, like, I grew up, all kinds of different races, and we'd all fuck with each other. Like, they'd say I'm a cracker, I have a redneck, dudes eating, it was back and forth, but it was out of love. So it was all just jokes. But I guess when there's actual bad blood, it makes it different. Boo Boo was ass. Nah, Boo Boo could fight. What you mean? Boo Boo could fight. Tito had flash knockdowns. Hearns, yeah. That's true. Fuck him. I take that back. He never fought anyone that he ever beat at 54, though. Making fun of Mexican accents isn't racist. Just picking a Mexican fighter over a black fighter is racist. Okay. DLH. Is DLH Devin Haney? What's DLH? I hate when you guys do the acronyms, man. It always fucking loses me. Joe, when you called Johnny's show, that shit was hella racist. A word? Damn, CJ. Please don't Spence in the same breath as Hearns. I'm saying, I'm with you. Fuck them. They'll all adjust. I was addressing one person. Didn't bring it up. Any stereotypes. Damn, he's hitting you guys with the adjust. Yeah, Sergio had the WBC junior middleweight title because Vernon Forrest kept ducking him. I'm at school and a kid just told me his dad bought tickets for Hitchens. Yeah, I'm gonna be at the press conference Thursday. I will go to the fights, but it's my son's birthday this weekend. Another thing, by the way, guys, I did get approved for the credentials, but fucking can't use them. The one time I get approved in like a year, I'm gonna hit up the press conference Thursday. I'll be around for that. But Friday, Saturday night we're celebrating my son's birthday, so I can't go. I would have definitely gone for the weigh-in Friday and the fight Saturday, but I can't. He probably did. That's a good point. Ike Ibiabuchi is too big for Joe Louis. Era for era, Joe Louis is the greatest heavyweight who ever lived. No question. But if you time machine match up them, get the DeLorean, put them in front of each other in a backyard somewhere, Ibiabuchi's just too big and too evolved as genetically. You know what I mean? Boo Boo just sabotaged his own career. What you mean? What did he do? Just because he fought Benavidez, lost? Broner, well, no. Pacquiao beat him. If my dad brought me tickets to the Hitchens fight, I think he hates me. Damn. Why you say that? They only gave me one press pass, Yayan. But he has his friends coming over, so because it's his birthday, so he wouldn't even want to do that. But so one, I couldn't because I only have one press pass. They only give you one. They don't allow. And two, he has friends coming over, so. And he has some of his friends from Brooklyn coming, so who he hasn't seen in a minute. Nope, I do not. See, I don't give a fuck about races. Like, I don't follow fighters because of their race. Even one that's mine. Because, if anything, he kind of embarrasses us Bulgarians because he's not. In Bulgaria, he's known as a bit of an embarrassment. He's like similar to like what Teofimo's doing now here. You guys remember he kissed that girl in the mouth, got suspended, like he's wilding out. Oh, De La Hoya. De La Hoya versus who did you say, Rocco? Who'd you say? Winky. Prime De La Hoya is smaller than Winky. I'll go with De La Hoya, though. Probably Hector Camacho Jr. is probably like the most known one. What's up, Hayes? I didn't think Burner looked that bad against Pacquiao, by the way. I thought he lost, but I didn't think it was like I didn't think he got sparked out. I thought it was a competitive fight. Omar Shika? No, I never sparred Shika. He was after me. He's younger than me. Or maybe he's my age, but he was being trained by Kevin after I'd already left. Yeah. Yeah, he beat Danny Jacobs. There you go. I'm kind of with you. You know, he lost to Benavidez, which everybody's going to lose to. Loma and Boo Boo was the amateur. I'm not totally sure about that one, CJ, but I'd have to lean towards De La Hoya. Prime Winky? Yeah, junior middleweight. Yep. Prime De La Hoya is 47. So, look, only 7 pounds. So they can make it happen. But that punch resistance matters. Yeah, Broner I thought it was close. I remember watching it being like, yeah, Broner lost, but people like thinking it was such a washing. It wasn't. Yep. Brush my hair, Dad. Broner's dad was rotund. We talking amateurs? Ugas beat Bud. I liked Omar, but his career went down fast. He got sparked out. Yeah. It's that Kevin Rooney style, man. It's, I hate to say it, but that style leaves very few takes away your mileage, jacks up your speedometer, not your speedometer, your odometer quickly. Get a lot of shit. Press tour announced. All right. De La Hoya offered. Ibuchi is signed to fight Danny Williams, the last man to beat Tyson. Now? Really? Both in their 50s? Well, I got 50-50. I can't choose. I had Canelo until I was around both of them together, and then I had to change my mind. Roy Jones. That's it. Roy Jones is the only one. Roy is the only one that would beat Benavidez. Prime Roy. Light heavyweight Roy, 168-pound Roy. Nah. And other than that, shit. Tarver might give him a problem. Damn. By the way, guys, we have the raffle for these Floyd Mayweather 2011. These are fucking 14 years old. Official promo merchandise from Mayweather versus Ortiz. 16-ounce lace-up gloves. You want to join the raffle for them? As you guys know, this Cash App, Marco Boxing, or this email address, marcoko@gmail. The Hawk? What about him? I don't think Ward beats Benavidez. Ward relies on like tricky shit on the inside, and you just can't stand on the inside with Benavidez. James Toney? Pummel him? Nah. Pummel him? No. But you have a point. James would be tough because he could take a punch and he could utilize that in the pocket shit. You don't like when I can't pick a winner? Well, I can't. One dimensional. Oh, Mo, you're a hate. Mo is a hater. You're wilding out too. You guys will see. Bad defense? Let me ask you a question, Ray. When has he ever been rocked or dropped? Thank you. Benavidez is too big. That's what I'm saying. If Benavidez used his range, he'd have a pro. He can get, but if he stayed in the pocket with Tony, yeah, that'd be a problem. Nah, I don't think so. But let's not forget, Benavidez, you could argue his prime is at 68. So I can't. If I would, Will, if I could, I would. I just can't. When I think about it, I don't know. I just don't know. Trust me, I would if I could. Yeah, he did. But if David just used his range, you know what I mean? Because Tony has short arms. He's a way shorter guy. I've been around Tony. He's about 5'9", maybe 5'10". Benavidez is almost 6'3". And Tony fights low. So not only is he short with short arms, he's always using that elastic waist. So he's fighting low. So it makes his reach even less. That shit was OD. But, that's how Chicago is. I don't really, Andre Ward would beat Benavidez. I disagree. But thank you. I'm glad you let me know. Appreciate it. Tay Doe. Yeah. I think Benavidez would be too big. Tony all day. Yeah, but come on. Giroff and Barkley. Giroff and Barkley are not David Benavidez. Not in skill, not in stature, not in tail of the tape. You might be right, Mo. I don't know. Again, Benavidez is still in his career, so it's hard for me to. There you go. What she just said. What's up, girl? What up, girl? Canelo in 9. Damn. I got 3 trunks. I don't think I'm ever getting the ones that I wore, but I don't think I'm gonna get rid of them. I'll show them to you guys, though. Time machine matchups are back. David, my guy, but he has flaws. Girov was no joke. Yeah, that win was crazy. Yeah, 1 second, guys. Yeah, that win was crazy against Girov. Oof. My bad. I want to get some more coffee, but that'll take too long. Dropping the deuce that quick? Gross. What up, Kalia? You missed a classic stream. No go. Oh. Oh. You nasty. Where's the maid? Shh. I've never had a maid. And even if I got mad rich, I don't think I'd want a maid. I'd feel like a spoiled brat. I mean, now if I lived in a mad big house, maybe, but 2 men drop Tony, if I'm correct. No. 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 I don't think Tony was ever dropped. I don't think Tony was ever dropped. Let's figure this out. All right, here we go. ChatGPT. Was James Tony ever officially dropped in a pro fight? I love this ChatGPT. Was never officially knocked, only once. Reggie Johnson. Second round. Tony was caught off balance. His glove touched the canvas. Let's see if it's a real knockdown. Reggie Johnson versus Tony. Highlights. All right, I'll play this. Reggie Johnson. Oh, this is fucking old. Oh, look how young he is. This is really old. There's Reggie Johnson. Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to get the actual knockdown. Hold on. Does anybody have it? I want to see if this is a. I want to see a video. Is there a video? Reggie Johnson drops James Tony. Is anybody? Oh, is this it? Does anybody have it? No. Round 2. Yeah, but can somebody put the link of where it happened and I'll play it? It's round 2. All right, let's see. I'm trying to find it. Oh, Reggie was a southpaw. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right. All right, I'm going to play it right now. There it is. Let's see it. All right, here it is.
Immediately after the bell ending round that either one of the fighters is letting it bob. Painting by Reggie Johnson on the right word.
I was very surprised.
Oh! Yeah, that's a clean shot. That's a clean shot. There it is.
Were thrown immediately after the bell ending round that either one of the
There it goes. Slow-mo it. Comes at him, backs up. Oh, this is here it is. Oh, see, there he is. He was off balance and he got clipped. No, that's not it yet. Here it is. Goes low. No, that's not it either. Here it is. Oh! Oh, yeah. Oh, clean as Irish Spring. Clean as Irish Spring. I never thought he went down. Now, this is the same guy who got in against fucking Sam Peter and all these heavyweights, and they couldn't hurt him for nothing. Wow. See, I thought that was more of like, you remember I showed you Hagler's knockdown, which was more bullshit, hit him behind the head? That was a clean knockdown. Oof. Clean. Good Lord. Sam Peter never dropped him. He only went down against Reggie. Now, remind you guys, he got up and won the fight easily. Tony, that is. Wow. I don't think so. I've interviewed Jackie before. I have her number, actually. I don't think... Hot beef injection. That's so gross. I don't think that they were anything but partners. Business partners. Jackie still looks great. She's in her fucking 70s. She was at an event recently where I was. Nah, Sam Peter didn't drop him. Absolutely not. He told me the only time he was ever hurt was against Sam Peter. He said because Peter hit me in the back of the head. Sam Peter never dropped him. And if you have proof, Joe, you fucking gobshite, put it in the fucking chat, you fucking gobshite. Stop mollycoddling me. Peep the last message. It just looked like he went low and threw high. Classic. Just went low and threw high. Classic boxing 101. I don't know if our boy Gio's still in here, but I mean, she's old now. Timepiece. Yeah. Sure. So I put the link in. I could pass for Irish. No, it hit him. Was that good, Joe? Did I sound Irish for a second or not even? Got me fucking Irish accent. Oh, that sounded terrible. Wait, James Toney never got dropped. Let's see. James Toney dropped Sam Peter. Let's see. All right, let's do this. I mean, it doesn't show it, Joe. Did Sam Peter drop James Toney? Let's see. He beat him, but twice. And he dropped him in their second meeting? What? Was it a real knockdown, though? Okay, I didn't know that. Let's see. Knockdown. Let's see. Where was there a knockdown? I don't remember a knockdown. What round was it, Joe? What round was it? When did it happen? Talk to me. It says the second fight. Clubbing. She kind of stood on business, kind of stood on, but whatever. We have to ease her into it. We got to ease her into it. Got to ease her into it. Stubborn? Nah. I'd love to see it. I'm trying to find it. I know. Jeremy is my friend. I told him not to take that fight. Yep. No. It just said that it happened. I don't remember it. I'm betting it was more of like a off balance thing. But let's not forget, James Toney was a natural. He probably shouldn't have gone past a light heavyweight. He was in there fighting these guys 50 pounds heavier. That's fucked up, Joe. Shane? You know where he is. He's out dancing to his favorite song. You know how Shane is. With his bitch ass. Bitch ass. No, he does not. Nothing like me. Nothing, honey. That's right. Police Academy. Dopest movie. I should watch that with my son tonight. I could picture Shane downtown NY doing card tricks for tourists. Like in a thong?
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Did you guys see my last one? It's not even shorts. Yeah, I'll play. Let's play the most recent one. What we think? You want to do that? I dropped this one today. Sugar Ray Leonard. And here we go. Let's watch this one.
Viciously spectacular boxer ever. 1979, Pete Ranzani viciously attacks Ray Leonard like a Gambino enforcer collecting gambling debt. But Leonard continues jabbing and moving as his Intel Core processor downloads. Ray then sprinkles in some perfectly timed counters before dropping out of range like a T-Mobile call. The Sugar Man then parks his bicycle as he sparks Pete like a sour diesel blunt with savage counters. The Maryland native then slows down. This allows Ray to bear trap Pete coming in with stunners that knock the kickstand out from under him. Leonard's repeated left hooks hit Ranzani like a fifth of Everclear. Ray continues captivating the crowd with blinding hand speed, but those shots hit Pete like a gamma ray blast, as he then hulks out and tightens up the pressure like a vice grip. But this in return hits Leonard like a radioactive spider bite as it activates his competitive flair. The two welterweights then trade premium leather like they're at SneakerCon. Ray then decides to get low like Little John, which distracts and sets up an atom bomb right hand upstairs, short-circuiting the hinges in Pete's knees, giving Ray the green light to open up like a 7-Eleven, resulting in Ranzani getting more paws put on him than a veterinarian. Leonard then patiently follows the woozy California native, pot-shotting him like Billy the Kid. Shortly after, Ray fires 7 left hook leads, which all land cleaner than Irish Spring. But Leonard remains more patient than the Dalai Lama before delivering a blistering extra crispy 5-piece. He then stops and takes a step back to mesmerize Pete like a hypnotist swinging a watch with his Ali shuffle, before piecing up Ranzani like a jigsaw puzzle as he sprays him with a 9-shot Uzi assault, which crashes Pete to the floor like Mark Henry's barbells after a deadlift. Ranzani stumbles around the floor like he just left 2 for 1 night at the Copacabana, before woozily rising like a drunk zombie to barely beat the count. Ranzani almost collapses again as the ref wipes his gloves. But for some reason, referee Kevorkian allows the execution to continue, which sees Ray jump on his wounded prey like a bear fresh out of hibernation, mercilessly beating on Pete like he was just sold a pound of all-purpose flour, as he hammers Ranzani like a carpenter with a 15-punch unanswered hailstorm. He forces the ref to stop the fight. There's
no Aaliyah mention there. This is a brand new one. You're thinking of some other. I did a bunch of Sugar Ray ones because he was just so dope. Look who it is. Mr. Vega. Marco, when you met Shane and Mac Hurdy. No. I met Shane when they were still living in the fucking tenements on the Upper East Side. Broke as fuck. 7 of them living in a 1-bedroom apartment. That's the way Shane came up. We came up in similar surroundings. Difference is those motherfuckers got rich. I did not. Do a rhyme chronicling my battle with racist fans. Name one fighter to date that's special stuff like that. Roy. Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Roy Jones. That ref was referee Kevorkian. He was practicing euthanasia for some reason. I mean, Marco, when you fake the plug out, you usually die, not get beat up. Huh? I don't know what that means. Today, nobody. Nobody. Marco, have you pitched Home Alone 6 to them? No. Yeah, I know. I know what you're saying. Nobody. Like Ray Leonard? Nobody. Nobody. The brick of flour. I said a pound of all-purpose flour. Oh, you called it fake the plug out? I never heard that. That's some Indiana shit. I think everybody's different. Some guys get an ass whooping because they want the money. Well, how many Home Alones are there? Trash franchise. Trash? Nah, man. The first two were dope. I think there's just 3. I believe. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Okay. You never heard it, so it's got to be from Dan. Basically. Marco wants to be lost in NY again. I do. I remember the main character of the third one was named Alex. Yeah, I don't know. Shane's their youngest brother, Rory, who's also an actor, got a script for one of the Home Alones. He was so funny. His manager, like agent, gave it to him, and he goes, "Get this shit the fuck out of my face!" Like he had no interest. So you New Yorked out, lost connection from the world. Word up. You good, Marco? You just staring at the screen, right? I'm talking the whole time. Yayin, thanks for taking everything in stride, and thanks again for the Tyson glove. Yayin's a good man. Home Alone was fire. Hyde vs. Brawl. Hyde vs. Bent. I should do that one. If you study Ray, then you know the special stuff when you see it. That's true. Better than them. Yeah, I don't like the Christmas Story. That shit annoys me. Let's see. Michael Bent versus Herbie. It's a fucked up name. Herbie Hyde. Here we go. Highlights. How long are the highlights? 5 minutes. Bent is the guy who Brooklyn dude, right? Didn't he knock out Tommy Morrison? Of course. I got funny enough, Vega, for the first time I actually got approved media passes to Hitchens versus Kambosos. But of course it's my son's fucking birthday, so I can't go. Yeah, it is weak. But I'm gonna go to probably gonna be there Thursday for the press conference. Double dog dare you. Shakur Stern. You made him Jewish. Bent was born bent, but his dad won the lottery, so to distance himself from his dad, he added it. I can't, Bob, because they only give me one press pass. First off. Second off, it's his birthday and his friends are coming over, so he wouldn't want to go. Otherwise, I would. Hagler was another. Yeah, Hagler was crazy. Extremely Jewish, yes. Like mad Jewish. Jewish dude from Long Island, I believe. Yeah, not Jersey, it's Long Island. Anyone ever told you the way you sound like guy who does interviews named the fuck you. Fuck Alex, Vega, and Florida. I don't sound like no fucking schmo. Get out of here. I've met that guy. Hey, so what do you think? The schmo? Oh, you're here with the schmo. What do you think? What's the link? Rude. That might be the most insulting thing you've ever said. Do you know which New York borough belongs to each of the 5 families? What you mean? Like the mob families? Nah. I could probably get a couple right. But nah, not really. Carissa got her coworker to diss Bomberto with her. Now that's dedication. That's true. Nah, Bailey, I wasn't aware. Clarissa. She in Texas. Nah, Bailey, I wasn't aware. I already read that. Okay. Oh, man. It's a long stream. Florida's humid armpit. I'd rather live there. I mean, you're in California, so that's kind of like unfair because that's like voted the best weather in the world. Cali life for Vato. Orale, Vato. What's up, Holmes? That's how all the gangbangers in Arizona talked. Like because I went to the boxing gym there when I was, out there, and it was like 80% like gangbanger dudes. They were so cool though. I'll tell you, man, those gangbanger dudes are cool as fuck. You don't want to piss them off, but they're mad cool. It ain't natural. Bruce Blood got blood boxing. Rich the fight historian. One day fame might ain't it natural. Huh? What are you saying, Joe? I don't get it. It's expensive, really? Notice that they had the same attack. Hagler trainers were in Rocky Corner. Oh. Nortinos? I don't know what that means. As long as a Vato got a Modelo and a Jaina, we cool. I don't know what that means. Marco, you so cool, I'm going to call you Kulo. I know what Kulo means. Thank you. It's not the South, though. It's like paradise, right? You can't consider... hold on a second. I got to take this. Wow. That was the Department of Education for my son with that whole Swiss cheese thing. They're going to do a hearing. I got to fill out paperwork. They're going to do some kind of a fucking hearing where they have to figure out this is insane. And he's going to be on probation for 6 months. I mean, wow. 6 months he's on probation. That's insane. These fucking people in Connecticut are out of their goddamn minds. Yo, that's wild. We got to do a virtual hearing with the board. I don't even know who the fuck we're talking to. I don't know if it's cops or if it's juvenile shit. I don't really know what it is. That's fucking out of control. I was about to be like, I'm going to save it. I'm going to be like, yo, the kid didn't even know what it meant. Whoa, this is insane. I don't care. Like, I'm not worried because he didn't do anything wrong and he didn't know what it meant, and it's not a big deal. But like, I can't believe they're forcing that. I cannot believe they're forcing that. Oh goodness. That's wild. Remind them I'm white. My son's way whiter than me. He's blonde, blue-eyed. This is nuts. This is nuts. All this bullshit? Nah, they don't, I don't need a lawyer. It's going to be a virtual thing where we explain to them what happened, and then they hand down any kind of punishment, or I don't know what they're, I think he's just going to be on probation, make sure nothing happens like that again. But like, wow. Oh yeah, you didn't hear, Zorro. So my son was in school and he said a bunch of kids were yelling out random shit, fucking around. And he yelled out to a kid, yo, I'm going to Swiss cheese you. And let me rephrase. He didn't even yell it out to a kid. He just yelled it out. He thought that meant like, I'm gonna beat you in a video. Like kids when they're playing each other, like, yo, I just Swiss cheesed you in this game, like that. Fucking teacher who doesn't like my son reports it as a gun violence threat because we're in Connecticut where Sandy Hook happened, so they take that shit, they overreact bad. He was kicked out of class. The cops had to come to our house and search for weapons in his room to make sure he has no weapons. And now he has to do it. And he's suspended for 4 fucking days. And now, mind you, the worst part of this was not only did he just mean it in a joking manner, not to anybody, but he didn't even know what Swiss cheese, he didn't even know that it meant shoot you full of holes. He thought that's what kids say when they beat each other in games. That's just nuts. I need a lawyer. I'm not, yeah. Isn't that crazy? That's insane. I can't imagine. You're in Atlanta. Like, they're mad lax with gun laws. They do this kind of shit in Atlanta. I would think in Atlanta they wouldn't give 2 shits. He's 11, Zorro. He's fucking 11. So stupid. Crazy. Yeah, he's fine. It's just like he's going to be, they make sure he doesn't do anything like that again. They make sure he's clean. And then after that, they erase it. I don't want to pay for a lawyer. That's the problem. And I guess I could have a lawyer negotiate if I had the money for it, but I'm not doing that. Like, to me, it's insane. It's insane. It was a debate about clocks. Ness? No. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? That's wild. A hearing? Like, that's just, what's wrong with these people? Marco, I eat those hearings up. Please listen to me. This will and can follow your son. Future implications. Okay. I mean, they told me that it gets erased after 6 months as long as he doesn't, do anything. But okay. Well, I don't, email me, Bailey. I don't have your information. No, the hearing is to, I guess they're going to have to hand down a kind of a punishment or of some kind, or a probation or whatever it is. I don't even know what the hearing's for. I don't really get it. It's so stupid. True. That's insane. These fucking people are out of their minds. I got to get the fuck out of this city. Crazy. That's crazy. I'm still like, wow. Wow. There's our hating because his dad is famous on YouTube. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Oh, boy. Well, anyway, I'm going to fucking wrap this up anyway. Bailey, email me because I don't know how to reach you. No, everybody heard him say it, and the teacher heard him say it, and they asked the kids say, yeah, he said it. But again, the way the intent was not there. He didn't say it. He didn't even know what it means, and he didn't say it towards anybody with no malice. He has no history of being violent. Like, it's ridiculous. But if you email me, I'll talk. I don't have your number. I'll talk to you. Otherwise, I don't know how to contact you. You'll never find that in New York City either. Hate this fucking place. No, I get it. They're trying to make sure. But it's like, come on, he's 11. Huh? What are you talking to? Will? Yeah? Crazy. Anyway, all right, people. I'm going to bounce. I will catch you guys tonight. All right? Appreciate you guys as always. Peace.